see you come in. So you're interested in learning a little bit of history behind Espanola High School, are you? I'm Jimmy Stada, and I will be your guide through the following journey to the past, present, and maybe even the future. You see, it all started a long time ago, even before your mommy or daddy were born. Yes, the year was 1743, and Canada was just being settled by a small group of Norwegian door-to-door bread salesmen. These dedicated individuals came to Canada with a simple dream: start the world's first, all-Canadian, slightly British and French, educational system in Canada. They quickly got to work, setting the foundations of what would become the second most successful school the world has ever known. Though they had been incredibly successful in their attempts at creating an all-new, never-before-seen, completely original adaptation of already existing educational systems, these men never forgot their roots as Norwegian door-to-door bread salesmen. They promptly began construction of the revolutionary new bread factory, Domtar. Today, Domtar produces over 400 different varieties of bread. From rye to pumpernickel, they make it all, and they ship it all over the world. The sweet aroma of freshly baked bread can still be smelt throughout the streets of Espanola today. Not only is Espanola fabled for its sweet scent and top-notch educational system, but many popular pulp culture icons also got their education from Espanola High School. Such modern icons as Charlie Chaplin, Vincent Price, Marilyn Monroe, Gandhi, and many more. However, not everything was the bee's knees and cat's pajamas. Oh no, after years of hostilities, the tension between various extracurricular clubs broke out into an all-out war. This war lasted several years. While the sports teams had an advantage in physical endurance, the chess club was often able to turn the tables with their extreme knowledge of wartime strategy. This was short-lived, however, as the school band often changed things in their favor with excellently timed and synchronized attack. Alliances were made and broken, battles were won and lost, until one day they were finally able to make peace with each other in the spirit of Arbor Day. On that fateful Arbor Day, so many years ago, all the students got together, old and young, tall and short, jock and nerd, to plant a tree. While planting this tree, they realized it doesn't matter what your interests are or what club you're in. They planted a tree, and that was pretty cool. The tree withered to death by next year, but its spirit lived on in the hearts and minds of students everywhere. Wishing to prevent future catastrophes, Espanola High School introduced official school uniforms in an attempt to maintain a feeling of connection and unity between the students. These uniforms lasted until the Depression, where they became far too costly to produce. The Great Depression hit Espanola High School rather severely, and we had to make a few cutbacks, putting us some years behind. We were able to recover with much vigor, however, and had enough money to replace our entire staff with completely automated, robotic super teachers. However, the robots quickly began turning on the students. It had turned out the robots had been sent to Earth by an alien intelligence for the purpose of world domination. Precautions have since been put in place against future alien invasions. Unfortunately, these precautions proved useless the day an army of the undead roamed the Earth. No one was safe. The massacre. Unfortunately, no footage remains of this horrendous event. However, we have been able to use state-of-the-art animation techniques to recreate a visual representation of how these events may have transpired. Such a travesty. So devastating. In an attempt to restore morale, hope, and spirit to students in light of the recent tragedy which still influences his work, young Mr. Jason Stewart launched a radical new project he called Ancient Greek Warriors that are full of youth and whimsy, collaborating together to produce wondrous audio productions created with the concept of radio broadcast in mind. The name was shortened throughout the years and is currently under the title of Spartan Youth Radio, after the brutal assassination of the radio star in 1979. Spartan Youth Radio began to focus more and more on video production. But what does this mean for the future of Espanola High School? We've recently initiated our new space program and hope to be the first high school to explore the cosmos. We're not only working on advanced space travel, but our top scientists have begun work on time travel as well. Had many failed attempts, we've recently invested on a small-scale Hadron Collider stationed in New Zealand. I hope you've enjoyed this little adventure through history and have learned a little something new about this wondrous establishment. I'm Jimmy Stada, and I've just wasted several minutes of your life. Good night.